but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we grinning though.
Alright, what's going on, folks? Welcome to another exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports, the hottest sports podcast in all the land.
Yes,
I'm KSpadeTheProspect.
I'm your boy Paris 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. Spade, let me kick it off. We got an action-packed show for him this week. Got a lot to talk about. For starters, Spade, kind of a touchy subject. You know, I kind of made a joke out of the thing, man. The funny thing is, before I get into this first topic, let me explain the first topic. We're going to talk about JPP. So if you guys haven't been tuned in to Strong Arm Sports, JPP kind of got into a fireworks accident and hurt his hand, and I kind of made a joke on SAS.
Wait. You throwing too many kindas at him. He didn't kinda get in an accident.
You're right.
And you didn't kinda make a joke.
You're right.
He definitely got in an accident. And you definitely made a joke.
You're right. I made a joke that he blew up his hand. And I was just joking until this week, Spade. So if guys was living under a rock this week, let me tell you what happened. Picture surfaced of JPP hand, and I was like, oh my damn. I said, oh my damn. And if you guys didn't see the pictures, you could go check Strong Arm Sports Twitter channel. The link would be somewhere right here. You know what I mean? You guys could definitely see that picture. They showed his hand, and I was like, oh my damn. But then JPP went on Twitter and said, he tweeted, his index finger never helped him record a sack. But man, Spade, tell me how do you feel about the pictures you seen of JPP hand, man?
You know, I'm just amazed. Like, now, we kind of take a comedic approach to it, but it's really not funny. Like, let's be serious for a minute.
All right. Okay.
What the hell was he doing? Like, that's what I don't get. I have seen people shoot fireworks at each other and nobody get this hurt.
Word.
What type of firework was this guy? Like, what was he doing? I mean, it's unfortunate, man, because he was about to get broke off. Like, he was about to get broke off. And nobody really knows where this thing is going to go with him in New York. I know they're not going to deal him. I guess they probably want to wait and see, you know, how he performs. But it's just unfortunate, man. I hate to see these young millionaires live life so reckless that they jeopardize their millions. You're jeopardizing your millions. And for what? Some fireworks? You're rich. Go see some professional fireworks from a safe-ass location. That's what I want to say, man.
Or just hire somebody to light off like the fireworks for you. Come on, man. You got money. But, you know, the funny thing is, he's just talking about his index finger, his little pointer finger. He lost a piece of his thumb, too. Like, oh, man. Let me just say, I know I was making a joke about the situation, and it's not funny. But when I seen that picture, I was like, holy smokes. What the heck was he like? The way his hand looks, Spade. It looks like he had the fire, whatever it was, the firecracker or whatever it was, in his hand, and he balled up his fist, yo. I mean, I just don't understand how you could do that, man.
I don't either.
It's really crazy.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. We don't know clearly. Nobody knows because. Up until this year, I don't know anybody else that damaged their hand with fireworks. And I think it was 2 players that did this year.
Yeah, it was.
But in your opinion, do you think he can still be the JPP we know?
I think he can, but for him to just say that he don't need his hands, he's lying to himself. Because first of all,
he's not lying to himself. He's lying to the Giants because he wants that money.
But I mean, he's lying. If he believed that, he's lying to himself, because you definitely need your hands. You need your hands to, get the offensive lineman hands off you, grab the quarterback. So if he think he could do that with 3 fingers, more power to you, JPP. But when I seen them pictures, man, it made my stomach turn, because I was expecting 1 finger going, but it looked like 2 or 3 of them fingers got some issues, man. And I don't mean to laugh because it's not funny, but it's really what I really didn't expect it to look that bad, man. I really didn't, and it's pretty bad.
Well, let me, I don't know. I would like to know what you guys think about the JPP thing. Y'all try to go easy on them. You guys that hit the comment section and call them stupid and all that. And even if you think that, just kind of hold back on that. I just want to know, do you guys think it's going to impact his football career? Is he still going to be, the guy we know him to be? But I want to talk about another guy in the NFL.
Okay.
This guy right here is a passionate football player, plays with his heart. He's a tough player, great player. I know you happen to be a fan of Paris. Let's talk a little bit about Dez Bryant.
Oh, okay.
Dez Bryant was set to do big things this year, man. And
Yeah, man.
as with a lot of other players we've seen so far this year, the injury bug came calling. And when the injury bug calls your number, you got to answer. Dez Bryant left the game last week in the fourth quarter with a foot injury. It didn't really look that serious. He was seen kind of limping around in the hallway, leading to the locker room, congratulating his teammates after a win. Later came out that he broke his foot.
Yeah.
At first, they were saying 6 weeks. Now they're saying it could be 8 to 10 weeks, which won't put this guy back to like November or something. So I want to know, man, how does that make you feel? Not just as a Cowboys fan, but as a fan of knowing that this guy was going to do big things this year. Just a football fan in general, man. How does this make you feel?
I mean, it hurts, man. It really hurts, man. And I mean, he's Tony Romo. He's, aside from Jason Witten, him and Tony Romo had that, was developing that chemistry last year, and it was expected to develop even more this year. It was, people was talking with the Dallas Cowboys about Super Bowl, and them not having Dez Bryant definitely hinders that situation. I know they made a trade for Bryce Butler, I think his name is, from the Raiders. He's no Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant plays with that passion. You know what I mean? He's a very, very emotional player, and that's one of the things I love about Dez. And just not having him on the field, I think, definitely hurts the Cowboys, man. Definitely.
I agree. I kind of want to spin this, though. Dez was walking around congratulating his teammates, right? Yeah. Get this right here. This isn't in the locker room. Yeah. This isn't on the sideline of the game. This is in the hallway where it's lots of members of the media with cameras and microphones and cell phones and you name it. Yeah. And Dez is limping around out there. He's dapping folks up. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is like all for the camera. It felt disingenuous to me. It felt fake. It felt fraudulent. It felt like a front. I didn't like seeing the kid doing that, man. You limping around out there trying to show that you this tough teammate. And man, go on in the locker room, bro. You walk around on a broke foot that you could possibly make worse than it already is. Sit your ass down somewhere. And if you want to congratulate your teammates, dap them up when they get in the locker room. But you know why I feel like he didn't do that? Because the media can't see him dapping those guys up in the locker room. So he got to come all out in the hallway and make a show. That's how it made me feel. Dez, I hope you don't make your foot any worse, bro. But you ain't got to do that. Athletes always say they don't care what members of the media think about them. And then they go and do something like this. This just proves that he not only cares, but he wants to be liked by the media. I don't like that, Dez. Go on in the locker room and have a seat, bro. Put your foot in some ice or something. Yeah,
the fan of me was like, Dez, go sit down. Dez, please go sit down. I didn't want to see Dez in the hallway either, but I mean, I get it. The dude, he's known as this passionate guy. I guess he wanted to show some passion. So, you know what I mean? That's how you got to get them endorsement deals, man. He want to be up there on Papa John's with Peyton Manning and them. Man, I get it.
He gonna get a wheelchair endorsement if he don't sit down somewhere walking around on his broke foot.
I get it. All right, moving on, Spade. Now, this right here, I was like, oh, we gotta talk about this. Because if I know Spade like I know Spade, this is a topic for him. So if you guys haven't heard, James Harden signed a $200 million shoe contract with Adidas. With Adidas now. Adidas. With Adidas. So, this past week, James Harden was seen out and about sporting some Jordans. Now, Spade, you are the Jordan aficionado. I cop Jordans from you. You know what I mean? Right. So, my question to you is about this topic is, first, I got two questions. First of all, what was James Harden thinking? Second of all, if you signed a deal, you being the big Jordan fan that you are, if you signed a deal with Adidas for $200 million, would you be caught dead rocking Jordans?
Here's the thing, though, man. Like, I know you're going to say that I'm doing this because I like Harden.
You are.
Maybe it wasn't clearly defined to him, the details of him rocking Adidas. Hold on, though. Hold on. I don't think James Harden would, for any chance, any shape, form, or fashion, show up to a game wearing Jordans. But as we both know, this ain't even the NBA season. So the season's out. Yeah, that man got Jordans in the closet. He want to rock his Jordans. But seriously, if he knew, I want to say if James Harden knew, bruh, he would not be out. He would not be out in Jordans. That's what I want to say. If it's me, bro, $200 million, Not only am I not wearing my Jordans anymore, I'm selling them joints to put more money on top of my $200 million. I don't even know Jordan for $200 million. Jordan who? $200 million, dog? This is...
Spade.
Yeah, man.
Even if it wasn't said, you gotta know that, Spade. If we get sponsored up
in
there,
the off season,
bro, yeah, you can't, bro. If we on this show get sponsored by Ciroc or somebody, and me and you just happen to meet up and we out in the club, we better be only drinking Ciroc.
I'm getting Grey Goose.
Nah, bruh. We cannot do that, man. James Harden snapping pictures. They like, oh, James signed with Adidas. Taking pictures of his shoes. Like, oh, he got on Jordans. Come on, James. You gotta be smarter than that, homie. You gotta know that, Spade. He gotta be smarter than that, bro.
Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be difficult. I get it. My whole thing is, I'm sure, where was he spotted at? Like a club or something?
I don't know where he was at, but I know he had on Jordans and he signed a $200 million deal with Adidas. And to me,
James Harden, man, sell your Jordans, bro. Matter of fact, if you wear a 12 or a 12 and a half, hit your boy up. And I'll cop some off for you because I can wear whatever I want to wear. But no, to keep it serious, you're absolutely right. James, $200 million.
Yeah,
if you like Jordan that much, pull your insole up and draw a jump man on the inside of those Adidas, and you rock them guys, man. You wear them damn Adidas.
I want to know what the subscribers think though. Do they think it's a big deal? Do they think it's nothing? Should he be able to rock what he want in the off season, or should his deal only be during the season? Let me know in the comment section down below.
Well, wait. Now I got to piggyback off that. It don't really matter what the subscribers say, whether or not he should or shouldn't be able to. What he should or shouldn't be able to do is whatever the hell that contract says. And that contract states that he got to wear Adidas 24/7, 365. That's what you need to do. For $200 million, I don't think that's an unfair request. You know what I'm saying? I would even get me a tracksuit. I'm dying to move on, man, because
let's get it.
This is a late recording for us. We normally have this show done on Friday. My work schedule got in the way this week. I want to talk about college football, man.
Okay.
All right. You good with that?
Yeah, let's get it.
All right. So, look, 3 teams. Alabama. You guys know who that is. Auburn and USC. All 3 of these teams was either it this year, it last year, or just supposed to be it, and all 3 of them went down. Now, in Auburn's defense, I want to say that they did lose to a team ranked higher than them, but they're ranked higher than them this week after a crappy performance by Auburn last week. Check this out. 2 of these teams are in this powerful SEC. Is the SEC down? Is this a down year for the SEC? And of these 3 losses right here, of these 3 teams, which one of these teams have, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Who's more disappointed? Of these 3 teams, who's the biggest disappointment so far this season, in your opinion?
I would definitely have to say Alabama. I mean, Alabama was ranked number 2. They played at home against Ole Miss. If I'm not mistaken, they was the favorite. And I mean, they lost. I mean, the funny thing is, Alabama made the game look respectable, but they was down big. They was down big to Ole Miss at home. I mean, it was in Tuscaloosa. And I mean, they was down big, but Nick Saban got a scrappy bunch and they fought back. Still didn't pull out the victory, but in my opinion, people was picking Alabama to definitely be one of the 4 teams. And they still could be, especially in that.
They still could.
Yeah, especially in that SEC. It's still early in the season. Like, if you want to take an L, you want to take an L early in the season. You don't want to take it late. So they still could win the SEC and still could be one of those 4 teams. But people was picking them to run the table and definitely be up in the national championship contention. So if I had to pick, I would definitely say Alabama is definitely the bigger disappointment out of those teams. Now, people are definitely expecting big things from USC, who definitely lost to unranked Stanford, which is definitely another upset. I mean, it's something we can talk about with all these teams. Auburn is definitely going the wrong way. They almost lost to Jacksonville State last week, and that
they should have lost to Jacksonville.
They should have lost. They won in overtime. In that game, I mean, that's not even a real Jacksonville. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that ain't even a Jacksonville, Florida team, bro.
Man. So I mean, we could definitely say stuff about all these teams, but if I had to pick one, I'm definitely going with Alabama. What about you?
On the SEC thing, I think the SEC is down. I really do. I still think, all in all, they're probably the toughest conference in college football. But the SEC, you guys ain't looking so powerful anymore, man. You guys are not looking so powerful. So I don't want to hear all that SEC talk this year. The SEC, somebody said, whose quote was that? That every SEC school could possibly, like, get the hell out of here, man. You guys, y'all better tighten up. Stop all that talking and get back to playing football, man, before y'all look around and y'all not it no more as a conference.
Yeah, I agree. But let me just put my 2 cents about USC. You think USC, even after they coach was drunk and wilding out and doing all that, they drunk and pretend they drunk. They coach, excuse me. It may be they drunk, but they coach was, they coach could potentially be an alcoholic. They saying that he was in treatment or whatever. Do you think?
No. He's got an excuse, bro.
What he was?
He had a few drinks, but he had some meds he was taking, and he mixed the meds with the alcohol, and he wasn't supposed to do that, and that don't happen all the time.
But I mean, see, I don't know about that. But you think USC would still be your pick after that right there with their coach?
Yes. Because just because he like to drink don't change the fact of how much talent they got on that team. Right. Absolutely.
You're right.
All I've been hearing about is USC is back. They got all this talent. Now they got all their scholarships back.
Yeah.
This is their year. They're back. They're explosive. And they come out there and get rallied on by Stanford.
Typical Pac-10, baby. Typical Pac-10 or Pac-12 or whatever they call it now. But hey, Spade, I want to highlight the subscribers. I want to know which one of these teams are the bigger disappointment for you guys. I'm pretty sure none of you guys going to say Auburn, so I guess we'll say Bama or USC. I don't think none of these guys going to say Auburn because, I mean, it's only one person.
It should be.
You think it should be Auburn?
Nah. Yeah, because I'm going back on. I'm sorry, USC, you guys disappoint me too, but it should be Auburn. Because think about it, bro. They technically just lost 2 weeks in a row. Yeah. I know y'all guys beat Jacksonville State, but only technically. Like, technically y'all beat Jacksonville State, but really y'all lost.
Yeah, Jacksonville.
So you on a 2-game losing streak.
Jacksonville State went home like they won it. Trust me.
I know. They went out for ice cream after that game, bro. Man. They went to overtime with Auburn.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
Moving on, Spade.
All right.
We're gonna bring back a segment that was on the show a few times. A lot of people like it. It's called It or Ain't It. You know what I mean? Anybody know me, they know that's my saying. I like being like he it or he ain't it. So we got some names written down, Spade. We're gonna rapid fire run through them. I wanna know, is these guys it or ain't it? Let me know.
Let's go. I like this segment. Let's get it.
Okay, Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel got getting the start this week. The previous quarterback, I think his name was McCown. It don't even matter. Johnny Manziel is starting this week for the Browns. Johnny Manziel, it ain't it.
I think Johnny should have the start out there in Cleveland. However, Johnny's not it. Johnny will complete more touchdown passes this season to the opposite team than his own. You ain't it, Johnny.
Well, I'm gonna say Johnny Manziel ain't it. I mean, Johnny Manziel, he can give you 1 or 2 explosive plays, and then Johnny Manziel mentally just breaks down on the field. I don't know what happens, man. Johnny Manziel, I'm sorry. I was rooting for you before the season started. I said, Johnny Manziel, you should be starting, but Johnny, you ain't it. Spade, moving on.
Well, let's jump over to San Francisco.
Okay.
Frank Gore is out.
Yeah.
Carlos Hyde is inserted into the starting lineup. Everybody's saying, man, that San Fran team, they decimated. All of their stars are gone. Yeah. Carlos Hyde came out and looked pretty good. Is it a fluke or is it not? Carlos Hyde, it or ain't it?
Let me tell you something. The way Carlos was running that thing, Carlos Hyde is it, man. Carlos Hyde is the real deal, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I mean, it's only been 1 game, and maybe Frank Gore was holding Carlos back, but Carlos Hyde, I'm going to say, thus far, you it.
Yeah, I got to agree, man. I mean, you don't need 8 games to see that this guy understands running the football, and he runs it hard. So, Carlos Hyde, I'm going to say you it right now. Please don't make me look like a liar, Carlos.
And Adrian Peterson, against the 49ers didn't look too good, man. Adrian Peterson, Spade, it ain't it.
Man, AP was held back in that game. The play calling was suspect. The whole first possession of the game, that whole first drive for the Vikings, they didn't even give him a carry. They ran him sparingly, kind of like they're afraid he's going to get hurt or something. So I think the Minnesota play calling might not be it, but I'm still not convinced that AP is not it. So to me, Adrian Peterson is still it.
I'm going to have to agree with you 100%. It's Adrian Peterson. Minnesota Vikings, I don't know what y'all was doing. Whoever the offensive coordinator over there, get your act together. You have Adrian Peterson. It's AP. You know, they don't call him AD all day for nothing. Adrian Peterson, you still it. The Minnesota Vikings coaching staff, Y'all ain't it.
You ain't lying.
Moving on.
Let's talk about another running back. Matter of fact, in the same division, this guy right here, man, looked pretty doggone explosive in college. A lot of people wasn't sure how it was going to translate over to the NFL, but after 1 week, I want to ask you about Amir Abdullah. Is this guy it or he ain't it?
Very impressed with Amir Abdullah. I want to say Amir Abdullah is it. Now, I was one of those guys that was like, Amir Abdullah is going to be that amazing college back. I don't know if it's going to transition well to the NFL. Amir Abdullah so far has proven me wrong. I mean, he even looked amazing.
I got to agree. Matter of fact, I'm feeling pretty smart right now. I drafted Amir Abdullah in my fantasy league, and he's making me look like a genius. I said before the season, you know, if these guys could stay healthy, which one of them is, one of them not. But I said Amir Abdullah and Duke Johnson both would be it. So, Duke, the jury's still not out on you, but Amir, you are it.
So, moving on. Y'all know I'm a Florida State fan, Spade. You know I'm an FSU fan. Jameis Winston left. Everett Golson comes in. I mean, we know we just beat Boston College 14-0. Defense played great. We know Dalvin Cook is it. I'm asking you about Golson. The quarterback Golson that just transferred to Florida State, Spade. It ain't it.
Ooh, this one right here is tough, man, because I think the kid is still it. The offensive line, you guys lost some pieces on that offensive line to the pros, and man, I thought you guys stockpiled talent, but apparently not. The offensive line looked very suspect. I don't feel like it would be fair right now to say he's not it. So I'm going to go ahead and say he's it until I get a little bit more evidence.
See, we agree again, shockingly. I was hoping you was going to say he ain't it so I could, counter, but we agree again. I want to say Everett Golson is it, man. He's learning a new offense, just transferred down there. It's only been 2 games. You know what I mean? The offensive line struggled. You got a good back and Cook behind him. I want to say Golson is it until I see otherwise. Golson, I'm watching, though. I'm a Florida State fan, and I'm watching. But right now, I want to say you it.
From college quarterback to pro quarterback, much was made of the first and second overall draft picks in this last year's NFL draft. These two guys met for the first game of the season, and Marcus Mariota looked amazing. Came out and played a brilliant game. Probably one of the better games I've seen from a rookie quarterback in his first ever start. Marcus Mariota, man, it or ain't it?
I think Marcus Mariota is it, man. And I'm going to tell you why I think he's it. He's in a perfect system for him. It works. What they asked Mariota to do was perfect. So right now, Mariota is it because the system he in works for him. So I want to say Mariota is it. What about you?
I want to say he's it as well. And the biggest reason I'm going to say he's it is because of the change. I mean, this is a guy that we never saw under center in college, and he's made the transition. It's only been 1 game, but so far he looks pretty good. I haven't seen any reason to say he ain't it. So to me, Marcus Mariota, you it.
This is going to hurt me to my heart because I know what you're going to say. But Jameis Winston, Spade, it ain't it. He kind of struggled. He threw his first pass in the NFL, and it was a pick 6. The only other player to do that was Brett Favre, Spade. So let me know.
Well, you know
Jameis
what?
Winston, it ain't it.
I think I'm going to shock you, man. Brett Favre, as we all know, started his career off not so well. Finished looking like a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I'm still convinced that Jameis Winston is a winner. I keep trying to tell everybody, this guy was drafted by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers first overall. You know how that happened? That means the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was the worst team in the NFL last year.
Definitely.
That's how you get the first overall draft pick. He's not going to go there and make that team look like a miracle overnight. I'm still convinced, though. I think Jameis is it.
My heart won't let me say Jameis ain't it. I seen Jameis play games. I seen Jameis turn the ball over. I mean, even when he played against the Titans, I mean, they was sending the blitz. Dick LeBeau is the Titans defensive coordinator. He was sending the blitz out the wazoo. He's known as a defensive blitzing type of coach, zone blitz coach. And I mean, I seen Jameis Winston respond in that game. So in my opinion, Jameis Winston is on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They don't have a good offensive line. He was getting creamed and he kept getting up. Jameis Winston, you are still it, man. He's a tough kid, man.
I kind of like what we're doing here. We kind of sticking with positions, but I want to ask you about this guy right here. The first thing that's going to pop in your mind is this colossal meltdown that this team just showed us on live TV the other day. But I do want to remind you that a few years ago, this guy took the San Francisco 49ers basically 1 play away from the Super Bowl. If they had a decent special teams player that game, he would have taken that team to the Super Bowl. Alex Smith, however, right now, people don't talk very highly of him. LeParis, Alex Smith, man, it or ain't it?
Alex Smith ain't it, man. He ain't it, man. He ain't it, man. He don't have a strong arm to get the ball down the field. I mean, even when week 1, everybody was like, "Oh my God, Alex Smith." He threw it to his tight end. His tight end was taking it to the house. The tight end caught 2, man. They still don't have a receiver that caught a touchdown in like 3 years. Alex Smith ain't it, man. He ain't it.
Wow, that's pretty tough, man. That's pretty tough. I want to defend Alex Smith right here, but I can't because it's going to be Sunday when this show come on, and I don't like to lie on the Sabbath day. Alex Smith ain't it. I'm going to keep it real short. He ain't it.
He ain't it.
I got one for you. I'm finna just throw a curveball in here, bro.
Okay.
Let me jump in here and handle this one right here.
Okay, he's strong.
This guy right here is the head coach of the Miami Hurricanes football team, Al Golden. We got this guy from Temple. From Temple, I tell you. From Temple. And I just want to know how you feel about Al Golden before I go in on him. Al Golden, it or ain't it?
Al Golden ain't it, man. He almost cost Miami. Miami was up big against Nebraska, and man, Miami damn near gave up the panty draws because of coaching. Al Golden, you ain't it.
Al Golden is not it, bro. And relax, bro. This is serious. You need to mature yourself. Mature yourself.
Okay.
Al Golden, I do not like you as a head coach of the Miami Hurricanes. I would like for them to relieve you of your duties as soon as this show comes on. If I was the AD, I'd have fired you on the field. I'd have walked down on the field and took your headset and I'd have took the orange tie. Huh?
But they won.
I don't care. I would have fired them. You know what? I don't like Al Golden. I don't want to drag it on much longer, but I don't like Al Golden. He's not it, man.
So Spade.
He's not it.
So Spade. First of all, it was a great segment. But Spade, one of our subscribers said, you know what? Instead of y'all, you guys should still do a pick'em game where y'all go up against each other, but you guys should pick all the games in the NFL season. So this is something new we're probably going to implement on this show. We're going to test it out, see how you guys feel about it, and if you guys like it, we'll keep it up. But Spade, I'm going to run down. We're going to rapid fire. Yeah, rapid fire. I'm going to run down the list. You tell me who's going to win. I'm going to give you my pick, and we're going to move on. So let's start.
Tell me about this ahead of time so I can prepare. You trying to catch me off guard?
Yeah, this strong arm sports. That's what we do. We strong arm each other. That's why it's called strong arm sports. But, I mean, it was a great idea by a subscriber. Got to give him some love. So, anyway, Spade, we're going to start off with the Houston Texans versus the Carolina Panthers. Carolina at home. What you got?
Two bad teams, but I like one of them's quarterback. Give me Carolina.
Give me Carolina as well. Mallet starting over there, and I don't really like Mallet. The quarterback situation is crazy. But let's move on. New England at Buffalo. Spade, who you like?
I got to go with Belichick right here. Buffalo looked really good in week 1. You guys was already crowning them AFC champs. I want to slow y'all down a little bit, man. Give me Belichick here.
Crazy thing, I'm going to pick Buffalo here. Buffalo's playing at home. They always play New England tough. Rex Ryan is known for getting at the Tom Brady. I'm going to pick Buffalo. We're gonna move on. We're gonna go San Diego at Cincinnati.
I don't trust Andy Dalton. I'll leave it at that.
I'm gonna pick San Diego as well for the same reason. I just don't trust Andy Dalton. He got red hair. I don't know, man. I don't like Andy Dalton, man. Moving on, Spade. Well, who gonna get the number 1 pick this year? Tennessee at Cleveland.
Yeah, well, I mean, we just said Marcus Mariota was it. And Bishop Sankey looks pretty doggone good out there, too. And they're running a great scheme for Mariota. He ain't throwing nothing but 3-yard slants and 5-yard hitches. Yeah, they finna make light work out of Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely take Tennessee as well. I like what they're doing over there. And they got Dick LeBeau, man. I love Dick LeBeau,
you just going to copy my answers for the whole segment?
Whoa, bro. Well, I like Dick LeBeau. That ain't the same thing you said. You said something about Mariota. I said I like Dick LeBeau. They're going to zone blitz the crap out of Johnny Manziel over there. Let's move on, though. Atlanta at the New York Giants, man. Who you got?
Now this one right here. Ooh, this one's not so easy, man. We got a chance to see what Julio can do. Yeah. He's a beast. And at the same time, we got a chance to see just how suspect that Atlanta Falcon defense is. And for that reason, man, I think I'm going to go Giants here.
Crazy. I was expecting
Stop copying, bro. This is plagiarism.
I'm going to tell you why I was going to pick the Giants. I was going to pick the Giants because Eli derped in week 1. When he derped in week 1, he come out the next week. He come out there take the Rams. The Rams have a way better defense than Washington. I think they're going to blitz the crap out of Washington. And I'm going to pick the Rams. Who you got?
Man, listen, Robert Quinn and Aaron Donald gonna be on Kirk Cousins so much, you gonna mix all their names together. You ain't even gonna be able to see his jersey. You're gonna be calling them Donald Cousin. It's gonna be ugly, man. It's not gonna be pretty.
All right, I'm gonna go first again. Here. Arizona at Chicago. Give me the Cardinals. Period. It's Jay Cutler. Give me the Cardinals.
Yeah, say no more. I would never bet on Jay Cutler. I would never put my money on Jay Cutler.
This next one might be a little sketchy right here. We got a few more. We're gonna go Detroit at Minnesota.
Oh man, this is gonna be a hell of a game, yo. I'm so torn right here.
Game?
I'm torn. I don't know, man. Minnesota looked real stagnant in week 1. They looked like they just got a new playbook and they ain't really know what was going on with it. And I don't know. Amir Abdullah got big play potential. He's the type of guy you could throw it to him on third down and he could take it 50 yards. So give me Detroit in a tough game, close game.
Give me Minnesota because they gotta get AP going. And I think the coaching staff over there is smart enough to say we got to get AP the ball more. So give me Minnesota. I think they're going to run more, set up the play action pass. I think they pull out the victory there. Moving forward, we're gonna go San Francisco at Pittsburgh. Who you got?
Give me Pitt. Carlos Hyde looks good, but he can't do everything.
Give me San Francisco because I don't trust that Pittsburgh defense. Shockingly, I don't trust that defense. Pittsburgh, yeah, they was notoriously known for their defense, but their defense ain't it. I should have added them on it ain't it because that defense ain't it.
Antonio Brown gonna cook up San Fran. Watch that.
I think Carlos Hyde gonna cook up Pittsburgh. We have to wait and see. Moving forward, Baltimore at Oakland. Give me Baltimore.
Give me B-more.
Okay, Miami at Jacksonville. Give me Miami.
Of course, give me Miami. Easy.
Dallas at Eagles. Dallas at Philly. Who you got?
Oh man.
You know I'm going Dallas.
Oh man.
Even without Dash.
I don't know. You know what? Just to keep it interesting, man, give me Philly. Give me Bradford, yo. Give me Bradford.
All right, we got 2 more. We're going to go right to the Monday night game because the Sunday night game is the pick'em game. The Monday night game, we're going to go Jets at Indianapolis. Who you got?
Colts going to respond big right here, man. I expect Luck to go ape shit.
I'm going to go Colts too. I just, I don't know if Pro Marty going to play. I don't think Reeves can cover everybody. So I'm going to go Colts as well. Spade, the pick'em game this week is definitely Seattle at Green Bay. Who you got? This is the pick'em game. This game will count towards our record. You're 1-0. Your score was closer than mine. Seattle at Green Bay. Who you got?
Give me Seattle, man. Those guys had a tough game in week 1. I'm sure everybody feels pretty poopy about catching that fade. They're going to come back inspired this week. I expect big things from the Seahawks.
Crazy thing is, I'm going Green Bay. Cam Chancellor ain't there. The Rams offense is not as potent as the Green Bay Packers, and they was able to beat Seattle. So I want to say that Green Bay offense could definitely put up some numbers if Aaron Rodgers don't play like a hole like he did in week 1 last year and throw at these guys. Because, Cam Chancellor ain't back there. So if A-Rod play like Sherman. Yeah, if A-Rod play like A-Rod, I think Green Bay can win this game. So give me Green Bay. And Spade, last but not least, we're going to wrap the show up with the strong arm performer of the week. Who you got and why?
All right, we're gonna keep it short, man. I gave my strong arm performer of the week to Marcus Mariota. Okay. Seeing a rookie in his first NFL start for the regular season, coming out and throwing over 200 yards passing, 4 TDs and no INTs, that's pretty impressive.
Played very well. My strong arm performer going to go to the beast who we already mentioned, Julio Jones, who had 9 catches, 141 yards and 2 TDs to put Atlanta on his back. He put Atlanta
losing effort.
Yeah,
well, it should have been a losing effort. Well, it should have been a loss.
Yeah, they won, but he put them on their back, man. Could you imagine if they didn't have Julio? He played very well. So for that, Julio, you are my strong arm performer of the week. Spade, great show. You know what I mean? Some humorous things. We talked about some serious topics. We want you guys to definitely leave your thoughts and comments on every subject in the comment section down below. As usual, if you're new here, bang the subscribe button. If you're a regular here, hit the like button and take 2 seconds. We the best podcast on YouTube. Y'all already know that. Spade, anything else you want to add, champ?
No, man. I just want you guys to know that we're going to be doing this junk every week, man. So tune in. Don't just come this week and forget about us next week. Every Sunday, look for us.
As usual, if you don't want to see our mug shots, we got podcasts everywhere. iTunes, powerhouse, SoundCloud. We everywhere, man. We everywhere. So, follow our Twitter. All links will be in the description. Like I said, we appreciate all you guys tuning in this week. We'll see you guys next week for another great show.